Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and to today's video. I'm going to be doing a look for you today using the Medusa's makeup that I've received in last month's box, which is basically the eye dust here in the shade Frosting. This is really pretty, and we've got the Night Fever lip gloss. Here we go, there, and the lip and cheek stain. Now this I'm very interested. As you can probably tell, I've already got my blusher on, so I'm not going to be using this on my cheeks, but I am going to use it on the lips underneath the lip gloss. I'm also pulling in the makeup items that we received in my last box, which is the end of October, beginning of November, and this is the Glam Rock eyeshadow in the shade Rocket. I have already done a couple of videos using this. Sorry, can't get it out of the packet. So here we go. I'm just going to open it up, show you what this one looks like. Lovely charcoaly grey with some green gold reflex in it. We have, sorry, I was just going to say, we also got a lipstick in the shade Chica. So depending on how I feel at the end of this look, I'll either be using the lip and cheek stain and the gloss or this Chica lipstick, but we'll get to that in a bit. And the travel size Witch Lash mascara as well. Now when I tried this before, I wasn't overly impressed, so I'm going to be using this on my lower lashes because the wand I'll just show you is a really nice small wand. There we go. So I'm going to use that for my lower lashes, but I will be using my normal NYX on the Rise for my upper lashes. Base makeup is done. Just need to get my headband on, prime my eyes, and we'll get right into it. Hello, I'm back, I'm primed, I'm ready to go. First shade we're going to be using today is the Glam Rock eyeshadow in the shade Rocket. And literally we're just going to be putting this all over in the crease. And I'm going to be using my flathead brush that I like to use because I want to do this in quite a graphic way. So we're going to dip in and pick up on the brush. This shadow, to say it's a dark shadow, you really don't get much kick up in the pan whatsoever. It's a really good shadow. And I'm going to start on this eye, actually. I'm going to start from this outer corner, and I'm going to stamp this down to create my V. So basically what I want to do is use this shade on this brush to create the outline. So I've gone up and now I'm coming across just under the brow line or the brow bone. There we go. And then I'm going to follow this all the way into the inner corner. Let's pick up a little bit more. Now don't worry if it looks a bit messy at the moment when you're laying it down. It's really not a problem because I'm going to go in with a big fluffy bending brush and buff it all out at the moment. I'm literally just laying the shape down as I'm wanting first of all. The technique I'm using, I'm sort of patting it on and then very gently pulling it and blending it ever so slightly. There we go, right into there. Here we go. Right into that inner corner. There we go. Just make sure that outline is looking good. And pull this corner in a little bit. I just need a touch more on there. I think I've got my mirror a little bit further away today, either that or it's just age catching up with me because I'm struggling seeing what I'm doing a little bit. There we go. So literally using this to create that shape and that outline, and basically where I've not got shadow is where I'm going to put the eye dust. Going in with my big fluffy blending brush now, and just very, very gently blending and softening. Because it's a dark shadow, you will end up obviously with quite harsh outlines. So if you just go in, there's absolutely no product on this brush, completely clean, and just fluffing and blending those edges out, just so they're not quite as harsh. Obviously you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it's something you can do. And I also find with this shadow, if you do this, I'll show you in a moment, but if you do this step, lay it down, then go in with a blending brush, it really brings out the sparkles out of it. So I don't know whether you can see, I'll come in and see the gold. Can you see those gold reflects shining through? Beautiful, aren't they? Great for this party season. So now I'm going back in with that first brush, and let's do the other side. Whoopsie daisy, I'm going a little bit not quite in the right place here. There we go. Again, if you're a little bit timid about doing something like this, go in lightly. I always say it, don't I? Go in lightly and you can always build up. I have to admit, these shadows from Medusa's, I do find blend and build up really, really nicely. They are a lovely, lovely formula. I'm excited to receive more, and I actually feel as though I've been so restrained because they've had a great sale on since Black Friday, but I have not, I wouldn't say I haven't been tempted to purchase, because boy oh boy I have, but I haven't pressed the checkout button. So I'm actually, might not sound a lot to some people, but I'm very, very impressed with myself, because I do like these shadows. And I literally sat there talking to myself going, no, you get in the subscription box, just leave it at that, wait and see what comes. Stop jumping the gun. So I did. Literally, it's a good job nobody else was in the house or around me at the time. Although goodness knows what my neighbours thought if they could hear me. Although fortunately, one of my neighbours I've had for a very long time, so she's quite used to hearing me talk to myself through the day when she knows there's nobody else in, which is good. There we go. Okay, just fill in this corner a wee bit. Again, like I say, you kind of want to be precise, but not overly precise, because we're going in and blending out. So let's go for that now. Very, very light touch. Gone a little bit heavy in that inner corner, but never mind. There we go. So what we're kind of doing is using the blending brush to bring this colour down into the crease. That's the idea. So I wanted the dark colour, like I say, on the edge to create the shape, and I do want it in the crease, but I don't want it to be as dark in the crease because of going in with this lighter fairy dust. I'll just blend that corner out a little bit more. It's just a case of patience and keep going in, going in. There we go. Just check this side. I need to build that up a little bit more. What do we think? I think that might be alright. No, that might be alright. Oh, mind you, hang on. Just go in a little bit more down here. There we go. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Am I going to come underneath? Let's have a quick look. Am I going to come underneath with this colour? Oh, do you know, decisions. Yes, I think I might. Just pick up a little more on that flat brush and come onto this. Literally just come onto the outer corner. Connect it up. Make that wing a little sharper. There we go. And again, pick up. I mean, I'm hardly tapping in. Again, these shadows, they seem to have like, it's almost like there's magnets in them, and they just stick to the brush so well. You really don't need to be going in and sort of really scraping that brush in at all. They are really good for that. There we go, just onto that outer corner. Just gonna clean that edge up a little bit if I can. Gone a bit wonky. Story of my life, that. Going a bit wonky. I've always been a bit wonky ever since I've been a teenager. Well, probably before then, to be perfectly honest. And you know, that's absolutely fine. It took me a long time to be comfortable with myself and to realise that, you know, there's nothing wrong in that. We are all made the way we're made, and that's just it. So, you know, if you are a teenager and you may be feeling a little bit out the loopy and you don't feel like you fit in, take it from somebody who's been there that you don't have to fit in. You know, we are all different, and that is just the way of the world. It wouldn't do for us to all be the same. There we go. Now, I know I've spent a bit of time doing this, but that's just makeup, that's just the way it is. Here we go, blend that edge out a little bit. Might need to go back in and sort that out in a bit, but that's fine. Right, let's go on to the fun part. Let's go on to the eye dust. Okay, so as you can see, it's a pale pink base colour. When I swatched this out, it's amazing. It like turns into like purpley, bluey, frosty, icy bluey, purpley, lilac-y. It's just amazing. It's fantastic. So that's why I thought I'd use the black one, black-based one, because I thought this would then be a really nice contrast. I'm umming and ahhing about using glitter glue. Let me just have a feel. Do you know what? Got the glitter glue, I'd got it ready. I think I really do want this to pop, so I'm going to pop some glitter glue on the back of my hand. I always use the NYX one. I love it, absolutely love it. So I'm just picking up on a smaller brush and I'm just going to pat that onto this area of the lid. I'm putting quite a bit down because I want to make sure, because this is a loose pigment that we're using, obviously I want to make sure that it really does stick well. There we go. And always do one eye at a time. That's another good trick. If you're using glitter glue, do one eye at a time. Using the same brush, I'm just picking up, there we go, out the tub, picking up and then tapping off. There we go. And let's go on. Ooh, ooh, look at that. So we're just going to tap it all over. Wow, that's even more bluey on the eye than it was when I swatched it. Oh my word. I am pleased I've put the glitter glue down though, I have to say. There we go. Ah, that seems to be the trick. Right, go in with quite a bit. I maybe tapped off a wee bit too much the first time. Seems to, if you go in fairly heavy-handed actually. Oh, that suits me. Now then, I can already see I've got a little bit of fallout and flick off. Even though I'm patting, I've got a little bit of fallout going off onto my nose, which, because this is a loose pigment and it's a sparkly, that could prove to be a little bit of an issue getting that off. But we will wait and see. Right, let's try a bit of blending. Okay. That doesn't seem to be working very well. It seems as though it works best if you literally just pat it on. But trying to get that into my crepey eyes is a little bit awkward. So I normally like to go in and blend. I'm also wondering whether or not I should have put a shadow down beforehand, because it is extremely sheer. Like, it's almost like this really is more like a topper. So you would put a plain matte shadow underneath and then put your glitter glue on and then pop this over the top. I can really still see my eyelid underneath. That's a bit of a pain. Bit of a pain. Okay. This is just proving to you that this really is the first time I've used this, so you're getting a true first impression. I will know for next time. Okay, make sure I pick up my right brush. I don't know if you can see the fallout I've got going off here. Oh, that's not too bad. That's brushed off quite nicely. A little bit stuck on the face, but that's not too bad. Okay, yeah. Excuse me, I would definitely... Yeah, this needs like a white or a lavender or a pink underneath it to really make it pop, I would think. I'm not loving that at the moment. Okay, let's do the other eye. Let me get a bit more glitter glue and do the other eye. Okay, well, that's something to remember, and I will definitely do it differently next time. Unfortunately, I've got to go out today, so I haven't really got time to take my makeup off now and reapply. We're a week before Christmas, and I don't know how I'm gonna get everything done that I need to get done in the time I've got available. I'm sure it'll happen, but I'm also sure I can see some very, very late nights in the immediate future. Never mind. Just the way of the world. There we go. Let's go in and see if we can... Oh, yeah, you see, gone in too much with that one. Okay. It doesn't seem to be something that sort of is very buildable particularly. It's almost like you've got to go in proper loaded up and it's literally bang, one time in and you're done. It's a little bit tricky to use, but a bit of practice and a bit of playing, and I'm sure I will get this to work a bit better. You know, at the end of the day, until you try something, you don't know how it works, how it applies, how it goes on. And that's absolutely fine. You know, it's makeup, it washes off. It's not permanent, it's not a tattoo or anything. You know, if you don't like it, you just go to the bathroom, wash it off and try again. But just learn, you know, practice. And if a look doesn't work out the way you were hoping for or wanting it to, titivate. Try different techniques, try using the product in a different way. Don't give up, don't give in, don't give up, you know. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's not blending particularly well. It definitely needs another shadow underneath it, because even though I've got that glitter glue down, it's almost like a bit patchy. Like there's areas where it's not stuck, and then when I'm trying to blend it, it's sort of coming off the eyelid. So it's not looking particularly very smooth or neat or anything, but hey ho, hey ho. It also means it now alters what I'm going to do under my eye, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of some fallout here. Now the fallout's sticking a wee bit to the rest of the face, but nowhere near as bad as what I anticipated, so that's good. Okay, I'm now going to just go, and I've completely forgot to get my eyeliners out. I'm going to go get my eyeliners out and I will be back shortly. Hello, I'm back. Right, eyeliners. I'm going to use two different ones. I'm going to use the white one called Exit and the lavender one which is called Crybaby. Both are the Colourpop ones. First of all, we're going to use the white one called Exit. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this underneath the lash line. Then I'm going to go over with the fairy dust and just pat that on. Let's see how that works. Are you ready? Oops, I've got my tissue. There we go. So I'm going to go under here. I absolutely love these eyeliners. They are so soft and smooth. They glide on fantastically, which when you're somebody like me who's got older skin and it's a bit wrinkly, a bit crepey, the worst thing you can have is an eyeliner that doesn't glide and it just drags and it looks awful. Really, really awful. But these, I mean, I know they weren't cheap, but my goodness me, I would recommend anybody give them a go. I really would. So let's go under there like that. Then I am going to pick up, I'm not going to pick up that brush, I'm going to pick up a smaller brush. Here we go. And I'm going to go in to the fairy dust. And let's just see if having that white base underneath makes a difference. Patting it on, I'm holding the tissue really close up, just to try and catch any fallout. I don't know if it's sticking to it or not. Might be a little bit. I don't think this plan's worked either. Let's see if we can get up here. Have a look. It might have been better going in with the glitter glue again. I'm always a bit nervy about putting glitter glue right under my lash line because I'm so sensitive. Although it's fine on my upper lid, so I can't see that being a problem on my lower. Okay, let's get me face brush. Okay, what do we think? I think it's kind of worked. I'm definitely going to have to go in the other side and match it up, so I'll just do that. Is this my favourite look I've ever done? Probably not. No, I think this has been a little bit of a flop, if I'm completely honest. But has it been a good learning curve? Absolutely. You know, I've learnt loads. I've learnt this fairy dust. You need the glitter glue, but you also need to have a matte shadow underneath as well. I've learnt that it doesn't particularly stick to the gel eyeliner or cream eyeliner, which other shadows do. So it's definitely more of a topper shade. And again, I think sometimes people get down on themselves if something doesn't work straight away, or, you know, and they're like, oh, that was a failure. Well, no, don't always focus on the negatives. Sometimes knowing what doesn't work or what you don't like is as handy and as useful and can be more positive than knowing what you do like. You know, just try and, it's easy to say, not easy to do, but if you are somebody who tends to find themselves thinking like that, try and flip it around. So instead of thinking, oh God, that, you know, that didn't work and that was a waste of my time, try and look at it in a more positive light. What did I learn from that experience? How, you know, how can I use that positively? How can I alter, or what can I do differently to maybe get more of a result that I was hoping for next time? Again, it's easier said than done, I know that. Took me a long time, and it's probably only in the last sort of 5-6 years that I've been able to really put into practice that sort of method of thinking. And believe me, it don't work all the time. I have my down days. I have days where, you know, just nothing seems to be going right, and I'm not motivated. I find it difficult. We're human. We're not robots. We're humans. Anyway, there we go. I'm putting the lid on now and screwing it on so that I don't knock it all over the place, because I'm really good at doing that. We are now going to put mascara on. Here we go. So NYX on the Rise for the top lashes. Just because, like I say, the Medusa's mascara, it really didn't seem to do anything for my upper lashes at all. For me personally, I just couldn't even see that I'd got it on, which was disappointing. I was really looking forward to trying it. And I don't know why I had high expectations for it, but I did, so it was a little disappointing. I think I just thought, because they are quite an alternative indie gothic makeup brand, you know, I think I assumed that the mascara would be the most fabulous lash building formula, and unfortunately it's just not. So it's not a problem. Again, thinking positively, that's fine. I'll not use it for my upper lashes, but I will use it for my lower lashes. you know. It's got a smaller wand, so it's easier to get to these lower lashes as well. Not as much chance of getting it all over the place. And mind you, that's me we're talking about, so that doesn't always follow. Here we go. See? So, I mean, it does coat the lashes fairly well. Not brilliant, not as good as the NYX one, but there we go, that's the mascara. And we're now going to go in with the Lavender Crybaby, and we're going to use this in the waterline. There we go, just to help open the eyes up, because we've got that darker shadow on the crease and out in the outer corner. Just a lighter colour on the waterline would just help to open the eyes up rather than closing them in. Because the darker shadows, if you do darker shadows like this, they will automatically bring your eyes in. So it's all smoke and mirrors. All smoke and mirrors. It's about shadows and light, and it's amazing. It's amazing how it works. There we go. So you see that seems to have brightened the eyes up a bit, opened them out. There we go. It also helps to get rid of any mascara on the waterline. So there we go. I've not particularly done an inner corner highlight today. I'm not too bothered about that. So now we're going to go in, and I'm going to get my lipstick brush, and I've got the lip and cheek tint. I'm going to bob that in, and then I'm going to kind of paint this on my lips. Here we go. Let's see what they think. I know I said in my unboxing video that I hadn't really got high hopes for this. There's not a lot of colour on there. Oh my goodness, that is oily. That is really, really oily. Do I give it a minute? Is it absorbing? I'm not sure. Ooh. I'm really not sure about this at all. I mean, I know it says it's a lip and cheek stain, but I'd kind of think there would be a little bit more colour. And it certainly doesn't seem to be staining my lips. It is absorbing, but gosh, is that oily. I don't know whether I like this feeling at all. It's bled onto the side there. No, it's gonna have to come off. I don't like that. Really don't like that at all. That is gonna have to come off. Ugh. Yuck, yuck, yuckety yuck. It's like the feel on my lips is, you know when you order a pizza and it takes a while to come and it's been sat in the shop and you've got all that grease in the bottom. Oh, no. I mean, I'm glad it's not more heavily stained because it has bled onto here. I'm just going to get me foundation brush and see if I can repair that a little bit. Oh, no, I really don't like that. Right, never mind. What we're going to use instead, we're going to use good old Beach lip liner, I think, from the Body Shop. Not sure if you can still get this. I've had it years. my absolute staple of a lip liner, this one, I have to say. So, in fact, this, oh God, this pencil's proper dried out. Come on. There we go. So I'm just gonna line it ever so gently. There we go. Fill it in a little bit. As you can see, it's very much a nudie browny colour. And then we're going to go in with the lip gloss. The smell of this is amazing. And just sort of dabbing it on. Let's just see how it goes. I like the effect it's giving, I have to say. I do like it. I wish this was in a liquid lipstick rather than a gloss. I'm really not a gloss girl. I don't like the sticky feeling, and also the fact that they just transfer onto anything so easily. You see, as soon as I go to have a drink, that'll come straight off, and then you're having to reapply it all the time, and I can't be bothered. Anyway, there we go. Let's take the headband off. I know this is going to end up being slightly longer video than my half-an-hour challenge that I've set myself at the minute, but never mind, we've had a couple of little issues, so there we go. Sort the hair out. Sorry, it's getting ready for cutting, so it's just not doing what I want it to at the minute. This is the final look, everybody. I'm going to close my eyes like I normally do. Move to that side. And we'll move to the middle. And this side. What do we think? What do we think? Sound off down below. Let me know. Thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to check out any of my other looks, I'll pop a couple up here for you. See you in the next one, everybody. Bye.